Hope it ain't yellow. It might go from yellow to black. I don't know. Y'all excuse me right here. I had a little faux pas just now. So, don't pay it no mind, bitch. Don't pay it no mind. I'm lounging. It's Friday and, you know, I don't feel like doing all that extra shit. But I've been fucking with the light and trying to get the shit to show quite right. I don't know what the hell. Maybe I need to move my ass. So, okay. I don't know. Anyway, y'all know I always have production issues. One of these days, God gonna bless that damn PayPal account. I'm ready to really go get some real good shit instead of study buying this El Cheapo shit. But I'm a work in progress, honey. I'm gonna eventually get it if I gotta do it all by myself. But thank you to everybody that supports me in this channel. I appreciate that. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika. And we are here for this week's edition of Fuck Shit Friday, where we talk shit and swallow spit, bitch. That's what we do over here. And we gonna do that today. Um, Growing up hip hop in Atlanta, it's gonna be uploaded right after I complete this video here. And then I get on over there and start doing that video for you guys. I know I got last week and this week because I said I'm gonna do it every week. So I haven't made up my mind yet because I said a whole lot of shit in the watching it last night. So it may have to actually be two different videos because I don't like holding y'all too long. Now, Fuck Shit Friday, y'all expect it. Y'all know to bring your snacks and your damn chips and shit. Your chips, your popcorn, peanuts, whatever the hell it is that you snack on for Fuck Shit Friday. Y'all know that shit can run long, but I don't like to let my reviews go too damn long because you lose people's attention quick. So, I don't know yet, but just know that it'll upload. If you see it's just episode after episode, then you know what happened. I had too much shit going on, and I was talking too much. Pretty much like I'm doing now. Anyway, let's get on to what we're here for, which is Fuck Shit Friday, okay? We're going to start off with rest in peace to Albert Johnson, also known as Prodigy. He was one half of the rap duo Mobb Deep. If you follow this man's career, you know he's had sickle cell anemia. This past week after a performance, he was taken to the hospital because he wasn't feeling so well. And unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 42 to what we believe was probably complications due to the sickle cell anemia. Um, if you're a real deep fan like myself, you read his book. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If they ever decide that they're going to do a biopic, however you pronounce that, I would suggest that they go strictly, well, not strictly, but they need to get his book. He tells a lot of information that would be very interesting to his fans and to people who may be just becoming aware of who this rap group really was. They was big. They were not this ain't no fly by night rap group, honey. They really had deep roots in the the hip hop game anyway. So if they ever do a biopic on him, I hope that they do use his book because he tells a lot, and he also breaks down his life dealing with sickle cell anemia. I don't know a whole lot about sickle cell anemia. I had a friend who had a son who succumbed to, complications probably due from sickle cell, and I also grew up with a cousin who used to have, he ain't used to, he still got sickle cell anemia. We haven't seen each other in a few years, so, I know that Joseph still goes through different things in relation to the sickle cell. I also remember hearing about sickle cell from T-Boz of TLC. I remember watching one of their behind the scene episodes or whatever, behind the music, and she was saying that she had an episode one time where everything on her hurt except for her eyes. I remember that. My cousin I saw him go through a flare up, I guess that's what you would call it. I know in the lupus world we call our things flare ups, but I guess it's a sickle cell flare up where he went from being fine. We was out playing at a park, having a good time, and all of a sudden he hits the ground, and he said everything on his body hurt except for his eyeball. So that lets you know that chronic illness ain't nothing to play with. I mean, we focus a lot in this country on cancer and things like that, and sometimes the silent killers, the chronic illnesses get kind of swept under the rug because cancer is such a horrible and widely known disease, other diseases do get swept under the rug sometimes, such as sickle cell anemia, as well as lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and other things like that. Even muscular dystrophy sometimes. Now, it's a little bit more known than lupus is, but MS is still a horrible disease, and I don't wish that on anybody. And my prayers and thoughts go out to anybody that suffer from that, because I know personally from being a lupus survivor that those diseases are hard on the body. It's very painful. We know a pain level that most people couldn't even deal with. And yet we walk around every day and people think that we're okay. Sometimes, I mean, honestly, in my life, I know pain every day. There's not a day, regardless of how much I'm laughing and joking on this camera, going about my daily life, working, interacting with my family, friends, and colleagues. Trust and believe at some point throughout that day I've experienced some form of pain, and it's sometimes it's very excruciating, but you got to smile and push through. So I can only imagine what he must have, his life must have entailed dealing with a disease like that. So I want to send out my prayers and condolences to his family, his friends, and his legions of fans. You will definitely be missed in the hip hop era. Rest in peace to Prodigy. Now, let's move on to actress Amanda Seale, who schooled Kaitlyn Jenner real good like, recently on white privilege, okay? This past Sunday, Amanda and Kaitlyn, along with Van Jones, Margaret Cho, Sally Khan, Anna Navajo, and young Skeeter sat down with Katy Perry for her dinner and disclosure episodes that you can go to YouTube to Katy Perry's channel and you can see this stuff. So if you're interested in seeing this interview, seeing this episode of her dinner and discourse, you can go see it. But what happened, Seals confronted notoriously conservative Kaitlyn Jenner on her reluctance to discuss race during that dinner. Okay. See, Jenna loves this country, and although she needs, she rallies for a party who really could care less about her, especially now that she's made her great transition. See, they not here for the transgendered LGBTQ and blacks, really, in this country, but Caitlyn Jenner supports this party, and she basically was saying how she loves America. And that's fine. But you got to understand, due to the fact that we didn't grow up with the same privileges that you grew up with as a white person, we ain't going to even touch on the fact that you got money. It's just the fact that you as a white person can never understand how black America, Hispanic America, Latin America, you'll never understand how we feel, because no matter how successful and well known we become in this country, it's always going to be that reminder to us every now and again that we are not really a part of you guys, what you call America, okay? We here, we born here, we raised here, but we still looked upon differently because of the color of our skin, no matter what our accomplishments in life may be. And if you think I'm lying, let's go back to a couple of Fuck Shit Fridays ago where I did a story about LeBron James. Now, we know LeBron James is the it man, one of the it men in the NBA. He's known, he's wealthy, he's done a whole lot in his career time. However, it did not stop some people from coming to his home in LA and writing the word nigger across his fence. Proving that no matter what you do in this life, you going to always have that one or two people who is going to judge you by the color of your skin and not the content of your character, as the late great Martin Luther King had implored of us to be able to live in a world one day where we were judged like that. It don't happen, y'all. It just don't happen. And Amanda let Kaitlyn know, look, my experiences in America ain't going to be what your experiences was. I wasn't born into privilege because I'm not white. And it don't matter how much money I have in this life, I'm still going to be always deemed a black woman. And I understood that, Um, it forced Kaitlyn to look at things a little bit differently. She might not have liked it, but she had to accept what this woman was saying. She also let her know, oftentimes when we speak out on issues like this, we're deemed as being hostile. She said, "I'm not hostile. I'm not mad or nothing." She said, "I'm passionate about it because I live it every day." And she inspired other people to live in their truth, no matter who at that table with you. You tell the truth. She said, let's grow, let's grow not just as discourse of love, but as discourse of courage, because that's what it takes to face and deliver these inconvenient truths to these people who act like they don't understand what it is. She took to her IG account following that episode, and she wrote um, that she didn't mind. She was glad that she had a choice, opportunity to share her thoughts on and destroy, some of the ideas people have about race relations and how black people are demonized in this country regardless. She said that she would like to see more people stand on what they believe, because see, oftentimes white people, when you start talking about stuff like this, they'll call you hostile and angry, and it's not so much either one of those. It's just that it's the truth and it needs to be discussed. And I was here for Amanda, letting her know that the way the world treats you ain't never gonna be how the world gonna treat me. So my views on it ain't gonna be what your views is gonna be on it. We gonna respect it, but we don't share the same. Me and you ain't the same. I don't care how much financial success I receive in this world. Because of the color of my skin, I'm gonna always have somebody that's gonna remind me that I am considered somewhat less than. So kudos to Amanda Sears on how she gathered her all the way together in that little dinner thing that Katy Perry have over on her YouTube channel. I advise y'all to go over there and watch that. That was quite interesting. And I appreciate the love thing that brought it to my attention, because I ain't even know nothing about this shit. I've been sick, and most of the time I don't pay attention to nothing going on in the world when it's like that. Now, last week I was out ill, so I ain't get to share my thoughts on that fire that destroyed that London high-rise. According to the reports, the fire spread rapidly because of materials recently used in probably some patchy-ass repair work that was done. Uh, it made the building more flammable. When the fire started, because of the materials used in this building, the fire spread real fast, killing umpteen women, children, and men, all mostly, if not all, predominantly of the Muslim race. Now, and it seemed like, honestly, they not giving us that much information on this story, because I looked it up last night and I was getting patchy details, which led me to believe that it's more to this than what's going on. London has been under a series of terrorist attacks as of recently, and I'm wondering, is this a terrorist attack and they just don't want to say it? It was a high rise where predominantly Muslim people live, and I'm just wondering, is this in retaliation for something that has happened already over there, or was this a terrorist attack? I ain't fine where nobody like ISIS was claiming responsibility. If you know more, feel free to educate me down there in the panic section, because y'all know I believe in each one teach one. So let me know. But I'm gonna tell you something. What really mortified me a little bit is that the president of these United States, didn't find too much where he had any apologies or offered any support or anything. Now, why is that? You remember, no matter what went down in the world during the 8 years of the Obama administration, and I've seen it with other past presidents beyond Obama, if something happened, the United States always comes out, the leader of the United States, and say something. If it ain't no more than, lending prayers and support to their country, or trying, whatever we can do, we at least show that we are concerned with people as a whole. And I haven't gotten this from this president. Now, I don't know if he's busy concerned with protecting and covering up all the corruption that has taken place before the election and since he was elected into the White House or not. I have no idea. But y'all feel free to leave your thoughts down in the panic. I'm listening, okay? Let's talk about Charlemagne the God and this girl by the name of Chanel West. Recently, they was on an episode of Ridiculousness. Now, that's a show where they showcase different antics of political and entertainment figures, what they done said or what they done did. Apparently, Charlemagne had already previously said that Chanel West was less than in the music business. He wasn't here for her style of music, whatever it may be. And she allowed him to get her so mad that she telling him to check her resume, which is he sat there calmly and allowed her to make an absolute fool out of herself over over the top gestures and her passionate plays on her career achievement. Girl, what's understood don't need to be explained, okay? He don't see it for you, and I don't even know who he is. All I heard was that you're supposed to be on this season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So maybe on there I'll get to learn a little bit more about you. But I'll tell you this right here, you need to chill out, honey. You allow him to pull you completely about your body. He who controls you, he who angers you controls you. That's right. He that angers you controls you, and he clearly won because you came all up out of your body, girl. If you somebody you done did something, your music ain't trash. Then, like I said, what's understood don't need no explanation. We'll find that out about you, or you got people that do feel that way about you. Child, I didn't care two fucks about that. I did, because he won as far as I'm concerned. If there was going to be a winner, he was that. Okay. Now, on the other Love and Hip Hop news, Monday night during the Atlanta installment, we learned it's official that Keisha Cole will be joining the cast of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Child, I don't care. She done been here, done that before. Okay, so she pretty much should know what she doing going into this situation, and maybe by her being on this show, it can kind of like help her reinvent herself on the music scene because she ain't really been doing nothing, you know. So I don't really have a problem with that. I hope because she is not new to this, she should be true to this, and it's a successful run for her. Damn, being involved in all the foolishness. Focus on your music, girl, if that's really what you about. I personally like Keisha Cole, and I want to see her win. I remember her music, and some of her music is still good and remains on my playlist today. So I don't have nothing major to say about this other than I hope that she used this as a catalyst to jumpstart her career again and not allow herself to be sucked into the foolishness that can happen when you become a reality TV star. That's all I have to say about that, child. More love and hip hop information or news before I go on to something else. This past Sunday, Rasheeda down to her Stowe Press. Rasheeda from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This woman by the name of Latasha or Natasha, I don't remember which one it was. She calls down to this woman's job and she wants to discuss the fact that she found some text messages apparently from Rasheeda's son to her son, and by those text messages it's clear that they are probably in some type of romantic gay relationship. Child, let me tell you something. Them folks living in, this is 2017 for one, okay? If you ain't then got past the homophobia, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Now, I know everybody ain't got to accept it, but baby, you might as well wake up and accept the fact that that is what's happening these days and time. They are a voice to be heard and reckoned with in this world today. And I don't understand why people focus so damn much on what somebody doing in their damn personal life. No way. If you been cool with a gay person and, you know, by some happenstance you find out they gay, why should that change your opinion of that person? Y'all focus so much on what people doing in their bedroom, you forgot that they were human beings and you was alright with them up until you found that out. I mean, it ain't no different than back in the 80s when it was taboo for a black man to say he liked to lick on the puss, or a black woman to say she didn't mind sucking a little dick. Well, nowadays they don't have no problem saying none of that shit. We living in a very sexually open world now, and if you still stuck in the thoughts of the 70s, I mean the 80s, I'm sorry, the 60s, 50s, and beyond, then I don't know what to tell you because you're going to have a hard time matriculating in this world today. Now, this is what I have to say about this mother. She full of shit. Okay, first of all, you call down here, and I get it. If you were really calling down here to talk to this lady, and that was the only way you can get hold of her about y'all son, considering the fact y'all are in Atlanta where there is a large population of HIV and infected people, yeah, y'all should be banding together to talk to your boys, not to talk them out of what they feel for each other or how they feel that, they attracted to males as opposed to being attracted to what people consider the norm, which is female. Now, y'all supposed to be getting together to discuss how y'all can keep y'all boys safe. Talk to them about safe sex practices. Talk to them about the world we live in today where people still in 2017 don't have the understanding to just not worry about what a personal preference is in their bedroom and worry about more about the person's character as a person dealing with them every day. We don't live in a perfect world. So I can see y'all getting together for that. But the fact you recorded it makes me side eye you first of all. Then you get on there with this woman who is talking to you very respectful, just telling you this ain't the time and place to give me a call. Give me your info. We can possibly get back together. But you don't want that. You want to tell her, and what I felt was a threat, that you've already spoken with Jason Lee, and he's talking about it should be taken to the blogs. Now, I know that we don't see it for Jason Lee. He's a bitch to me. That's that motherfucker that was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood through that damn drinking Hazel Lee face. He very messy, and I don't see it for Jason Lee. However, I kind of side-eye her story about that because, see, Jason Lee is gay. He ain't just turned gay. He knows the pressures of being a gay man in America today, as well as the pressures of a person who is exposed or comes out as gay and how society views them sometimes. So I can't in good conscience believe that Jason Lee would actually be willing to expose some children, not to mention that there could be some legal ramifications to him doing something like that. Now, Jason came out over the weekend and said he ain't entertained no notion of doing no exposing nobody, and I pretty much believe him. Even though he's a grimy character, the fact that what we're dealing with and the fact it involves children makes me believe that this man never set out to do anything. She may have contacted him and he entertained the conversation, but I don't think he ever told her to do nothing about, let's take it to the blogs or nothing like this. Because if she had that, then why did she call Rasheeda in the first place? You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't. You say you got text messages, girl. I side eye you. I really do. I don't believe Jason told you that. And then another thing that makes me know that you full of shit is you go from talking to this woman about your son, about y'all son's situation. All of a sudden, you didn't. Okay, first you call, you recording the shit. That's side eye worthy. Then you start telling this woman about Jason Lee and the blouse. That's side-eye worthy. Then you start talking about wanting to fight this woman for no apparent reason. Talking about you done seen her down at other places and you could have been and stepped to her. And you even threatened to come to this woman's job. Why did you go from 0 to 100 just that damn fast if this is about the children? Because not one time in that conversation did Rasheeda say anything to her like she didn't give a fuck. She just really wanted to know, why would you choose my place of business to call with something like this? And then to let me know that the parent doubled down and ain't shit. Is this bitch gonna give out her son's full name and his damn cell phone number? And then has the sense enough to bleep her son's personal information out of the damn conversation. Girl, you looking for your 15 minutes of fame, and I hope that Mona don't give it to you. That's what I see. Now, I know Rasheeda, she has had a habit of using her marriage as storylines, playing with her marriage, and I don't agree with that. But what I can say is, in that moment on that call, Rasheeda did everything she was supposed to do. This woman here took it to the left. Brought up Treasure P and all of that stuff, talking about she ain't Treasure P. You damn right, because as much as we may not like Treasure P, she's a member of the cast of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, something you striving to be, and you ain't gonna probably get it. I hope and pray, even though Mona is about the ratings, which equals dollars, that she pay this story right here dust. Because even if she do bring this shit to season 7, I promise you, I can do a whole season review on this show and totally skip them people out. And that's what's gonna happen if this gets light. If Mona breathed life into this, when I come back for season 7 of Love and Hip Hop, if the Lord say the same and I'm still here doing this, I can guarantee you I will not talk about this, because I don't condone now or never exposing a child. You got too many kids around here who live in absolute silence about who they really are, because they know how negative people will be, and sometimes they don't have the family support that they need. And I've read too many stories about young boys and girls killing themselves because they were either exposed when they didn't want to be exposed, or else they once they do come out, people treat them so bad. They don't have a support system that says it's okay to be who you are. So if this gets life, you can best believe this channel will not feature it at all. I won't do that today, tomorrow, never. So to that mama Latasha, Natasha, whatever your name is, girl, you ain't shit, bitch. And you can eat a bag of dicks as far as I'm concerned. That pissed me off. You can be, like I told y'all, I think I said this in a review earlier this week or last week or something I was talking about. Mona Scott is not the enemy. That's a black entrepreneur on the move and on the rise. All she can do is sit this paper in front of you. It's on you if you decide to sign it and then get on her show and act a fool. But these is adults that's doing this. When you bring somebody children into it, it takes on a whole new fucking meaning to me. And for you to call this woman job with this shit and then threaten her, girl, that you already let us know what you about. And anybody with, even a messy motherfucker, I don't want to hear nothing this woman has to say. Because what kind of mother does this to her child? You was on some fuck shit from the beginning because you wouldn't have recorded the conversation. That's all I have to say about that hoe. That's all I gotta say about her. Cause see, fuck her. Now, I done told y'all before, I don't like talking about no damn YouTubers. Why? Because I'm a YouTuber. Whether I'm big or small, I'm still a YouTuber. And I don't like getting on here talking about other fucking YouTubers. It's not my thing. I done been the topic of many a motherfuckers' conversations, making me, YouTube famous in a way I didn't want to. Now, I'm a strong hoe, so it didn't kill me. But I don't like talking about other YouTubers, but y'all want me to talk about this Jeffree Star situation, and I'm going to tell you like this right here. When a person show you who they is, you believe them. That's what Maya told you. Jeffree Star has shown us on several occasions that he is not here for the blacks, okay? Calling some black woman hood rat don't surprise me. What surprises me is that anybody of color supports him. It don't surprise me he was down to the Kim Kardashian parties or none of that other stuff. Because tell you the truth, I ain't 100% sold that they ain't got little races in them. Baby, you can like black dick and not black people. Trust me. If you don't know, now you know. Okay? So that's all I got to say about that. I ain't surprised at nothing that he do, because he done showed you who he was. He done said racist shit before. He'd have been called out on that. So for him to do what he did recently is nothing more than him being true to the person that he already showed me and you that he is. Child, Maya told y'all, be smart. Be smart, okay? That's all I got to say about that. Kenya Moore. Apparently, Kenya done got married, and it seemed like it's real. Now, the producers of Real Housewives of Atlanta was upset because Kenya did that without their knowledge. She said she didn't want the cameras or that to be a part of her storyline. She don't want her marriage in this story, period. And as a person who knows for a fact that people have season after season since Kenya been on here accused her of buying her man, I can understand if this is a real situation for her and she don't want that involved. Now, what I don't know is how this gonna play out for her as season 10 begins filming, because y'all know that Bravo like to have all these people's teas. They don't want bits and pieces of it. And to prove that they don't want bits and pieces of it, do y'all remember that they got on Portia's ass and kind of downgraded her ass when she didn't want to open up about what was going on in her personal life? Bravo want it all. They not willing to take half. So I don't know what this means for Twirl. But I tell you this, if this is truly true love and you finally found it, fuck this show if you got to. You got your Kenya Moore hair care line. It seems like it's doing good. There's always a lot of damn people out there. You had numerous acting gigs and everything else. Kenya, you can survive without the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If we come down to it, don't put your man on this show if this is real and mess your marriage up, because you've been looking for a long time. And I believe in love, and I want to see everybody have an opportunity to find true love and happiness in their life. So if that's what that lady got, then kudos to her. And I would not recommend putting your man and your marriage on this show. Girl, don't do that shit, because I'm telling you, it's gonna go to shit as soon as you do. So that's what I feel about that shit. Now, last thing I want to talk about before I get out of here, because this ain't, I told y'all, this ain't going to be no long review. I mean, this ain't going to be no long video. It's long enough. It's at 30 minutes. All Eyes on Me, the Tupac biopic that came out last week. Look, I haven't seen that movie, so I can't put my mouth on that movie. I really can't. I'm not going to get on camera and talk about some shit I ain't seen. Now, what I can tell you is that my daughter took her fiance to see it last Sunday for Father's Day. He's a big Tupac fan. He came back with nothing but great things to say about it. Several other of my love things have told me down to the IG and to the Twitter that they, enjoyed the movie. I'm aware that 50 Cent came out blasting the movie saying that, wait for it to come on Fire Stick, it wasn't worth it. I've heard other artists say negative things about this stuff, and I even heard and saw the tweet that Jada Pinkett Smith did saying that it wasn't, her role in Tupac's life wasn't properly portrayed. It was false. I'm going to say this right here. They worked with what they had. And maybe Jada should not have said what she said, but she got a right to say what she feel. Now, it's on you as the consumer, whether or not you just going to base your opinion to go or not go solely upon the words of 50 Cent, who is a known internet troll, and Jada Pinkett, who although has done something in the world of acting, that's her opinion. Just because she don't feel that her piece in the movie was portrayed right doesn't mean that the movie was shit. It just, that's her opinion about that part of the movie. So I just say go see it for yourself. And when I see it, if I remember and it's still something I feel like talking about, I'll let y'all know my opinion on it. I just think that it's absolutely fucking crazy. That you mean to tell me that y'all fucking robots around here, y'all being controlled by what somebody else think? If somebody else don't like your man, don't mean you gonna leave his motherfucking ass, now is you? You don't like your damn job, I ain't seen you quit. So judge it for yourself. Go see the movie for yourself. And then you make the decision as to whether or not it was good for you or it wasn't good for you. But stop trying to base your opinions in your pockets on what somebody else saying. Because what 50 Cent may not like, somebody else may love. So, y'all, come on now. That's all I had for y'all on this episode of Fuck Shit Friday. Thank you to everybody who submitted their thoughts, the topics and links for me. I appreciate that, y'all. I really do. As I said in the beginning of the video, I will be back with Growing Up Hip Hop ATL, last night's episode as well as last week, because we want to keep it in order. And if nothing else pops off on the internet this weekend, I won't see you guys back until Monday. Now, Sunday night, the BET Awards do come on. I encourage everybody to watch that. I'm going to try to watch it. I might even talk about it. Power also returns on this Sunday. I don't review Power, but I do watch it. Y'all can go over and watch Ashley Miller. She'll be reviewing it. She said, Color Me Pink. She does absolutely fabulous. Baby Keisha Irvin does the best Power reviews on YouTube, in my opinion. I don't miss a day. She could be late, I'ma wait for her. That's how good her reviews are on this show. I also heard Miss Rock say that she gonna be doing it, so go over to It's Rock's channel. She'll be doing it. I won't be doing that review. I My Sundays ain't really the way my Sundays set up now. I can watch TV, but I don't want to have Monday as the beginning of me having to sit here and try to come before y'all, because my Mondays are hectic. Sundays be chill out, but Mondays are always hectic. That's why I'm glad that Love and Hip Hop comes on later on that night, and then I have to Tuesday morning to get it to you. So I'm gonna be watching Power, and I may be live tweeting it, but I won't be reviewing it. And I just gave y'all some names of people that be watching, that review it and review it well. I really encourage y'all to go over to Keisha Urban channel. It's called Color Me Pink. Pink with the Y and not the I, and get into it. That girl need to be writing for that show. That's how much I like her reviews, okay? Y'all say y'all like my shit. Ain't nothing like her, baby. She real good. And I don't do impersonations and shit like some other other YouTube personalities do. I already, every now and again, I throw something in there. But I just tell the story, bitch, with a little humor to it. That's all I do. But that's it, y'all. Don't nothing pop off over the internet with 45 and his foolishness or nothing in the world of entertainment. Then I will be back Monday night for, well, it won't, y'all see me again Tuesday. Because I do watch Love and Hip Hop on Monday nights, but I doubt I do the review that night. Most times, by then, I done snatched this wig off, bitch, and I'm in the bed. I ain't trying to do that till Tuesday morning. So I'll see you guys back on Tuesday. Thank you all for your support. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. Y'all, it's a glitch in the subscriber counts if y'all haven't figured that out by now. So people that's telling me I got 1 million subscribers and this many subscribers, that's a glitch, y'all. I wish I could say that was me, and one day it will be if the Lord give me strength and breath, because I ain't going no damn well, but that's a glitch. But to all y'all that's new, I know who y'all are. I see my numbers when y'all can't see my numbers, and I thank y'all for coming over and giving an old bitch a chance again. Those who that are returning and those who are new to me. Y'all are all welcome. This is a feel-good channel. I ain't with the bullshit. I ain't going with the bullshit. I don't fuck with nothing that likes that type of shit. I'm solo dolo around here. I'm very easy to talk to, and I give respect back as long as you respect me in the beginning. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna see y'all back next week. Y'all be good. Have a good weekend. Try to get out and do something nice for yourselves. Do something nice for yourself and be good to yourself and each other. Remember, the depth of your struggle will always determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate this video. Comment down in the panic section. I always respond back. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and share my videos wherever it is that you share videos. And I'll see you guys back next week. Have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Peace.